This is probably going to be one of the most exciting videos I've made about Disney Cotino all year long. This week, I had the opportunity to visit the sales studio, and I'm going to be giving you the inside scoop on all things Cotino. What's the sales studio like? The experience? What kind of homes are coming out? What collections and square footage? Not only that, thirdly, how can you actually secure one of these lots to make Story Living by Disney your dream as well? It sounds a little cheesy, but it is pretty magical. You'll find out in this video. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video whenever I post. You got to do it. You want to stay in the know for Cotino, hit that subscribe button. Also, this little folder here I picked up when I was at the sales studio, and there's a lot of exclusive documents on it or in it actually. So when you subscribe to my newsletter down below, you'll receive an email and you'll get access to these documents. But not only that, you'll receive more frequent updates about Cotino than I even do here. So let's get into this, okay? I was fortunate enough to be invited to a sales event here at the sales office. Thank you for whoever invited me. You know who you are. I don't want to say your name because I don't want you to be bombarded with emails and calls, but it was an incredible experience, okay? So I'm going to talk about the experience, and like I said, make sure you stay to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you something a lot of people don't know, and they're going to miss out on buying a home in phase one. It's important, okay? The moment you walk in, the way everyone greeted you, you know, all the Disney sales staff, everyone was just so personal. Everyone was so kind and warm and welcoming. You know, service these days is lacking wherever you go. It doesn't even matter if you go to a 5-star restaurant, you could get terrible service. Well, here it was 5-star. And not only that, the building inside this modular, I don't know how they did this, okay? It was stunning. I mean, it looked like it was a 5-star hotel or something, even better. You know, the way the woodwork and all these items from Disney's past and the heritage woven in. I mean, it's Disney, you know? So being there just made me realize, like, whoa, this is like legit. Disney is here in the desert, and they're not like, you know, they're pulling out all the stops, okay? So let me show you. So when we walked in, you know, I joined a group and we went over to this room where they had this massive screen and they were playing the like surround sound audio for this movie, right? Or this little, you know, video they wanted to show us talking about the history of Walt, his ties to the desert, you know, his love for horses, Smoke Tree Ranch, all that kind of stuff, right? And honestly, it was incredible. I don't even want to show you these videos because being at the sales studio, it's going to blow you away. You know, I've purchased a new construction home this year with Lennar. You know, I've helped people buy with a lot of builders like Family Development or Alta Verde or Woodbridge Pacific Group even, all just this year. And I've never had a sales experience like this, okay, with a new home builder. And it's really just the Disney touch. So I'm telling everyone, my clients, even if they're international, you need to come here because it's like, imagine saving up to buy a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari, and then you buy it off some guy off Craigslist at a McDonald's parking lot. That's not the experience. You got to walk into that Rolls Royce dealership, you know, be greeted. They give you, you know, coffee, champagne, water, whatever you're into, you know, but it's that like high level touch that Disney completely delivered on, okay? I'm like really raving. I'm fangirling right here. Now, this was inside this large room they have with these scaled models showing the lagoon, okay? Cotino Bay right here. This is showing, you know, the artisan club, sport courts, you know, all of this right here. That you can have access to with the voluntary membership, you know, the artisan membership. Now, behind here on this wall, this map, it was incredible. You know, like I said, I don't even want to show you these photos because I want you to go in person yourself, but I do want to show you it at the same time. But you could just see, it was this just huge map, and it was just so well done, okay? And let's get into the phases of homes because I'm sure you're interested. So there's 3 builders, right? We have Shea, Davidson, and Woodbridge Pacific Group, okay? There's going to be around 300 homes in the first phase, so a very limited number, okay? Shea is going to have the cottage collection. You can see right here. Let me zoom in to make it easier for you, okay? The cottage in the grand collection, and then I'm going to show you a special site map that was just released. You're getting everything here is like, the moment this information comes out, I'm bringing it to you, okay? Grand Collection and Estate Collection by Davidson, all right. And they're a great builder out of Del Mar. And Shea as well, great builder. They've done Trilogy here in the desert. And let me scroll over here. And then Woodbridge Pacific Group, they've done many projects here. I'm helping a client buy right now in Woodbridge, and they're doing the Estate Collection, the large one. Now, here's a special site map I'm going to show you. And you could see Cottage right here, this yellowish color. The pink is the Grand. Estate Collection, the largest, and then future condominiums, later in the year, and then Long Table Park. So if I zoom out, let me just sort of describe this map, okay? You could see this over here in the gold. This is Long Table Park Residences, okay? This is the 55 plus section. You have the town center, which is 175,000 square feet of commercial space. You have Cotino Bay, which is 24 acres. Then you have this plaza here with the Artisan Club, all the amenities, right? That are you need a membership. And then here's the area that's not 55 plus right next to it. Now, there's not going to be a gate between 55 plus residences and non-55 plus. Now, of course, the community's guard gated, but in between the communities, it's very free flowing. They want it to be intergenerational, where you have young and old alike. And that's why I like it. It's really for everyone. So let me talk to you about some of the collections. See this yellowish color right here, okay? The smallest home sites are known as the Cottage Collection, okay? The Cottage Collection is going to have 3 different floor plans, okay, with 1 and 2 story models ranging from 2,260 square feet to 2,820 square feet, okay? That's the range. These are the homes in the upper millions, okay? Could they be 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6? That's what I'm sort of feeling like, because then we have a second collection that's in the low 2 millions, and let me show you that. So, by the way, you have these parks throughout the community. It's lush, it's green, desertscaping, it's gorgeous, okay? Let's now look at these collections over here. Then we have the Grand Collection, okay? The Grand Collection is these homes right here, okay? And the Grand Collection is going to have 4 different floor plans, from roughly 2,780 square feet all the way up to 3,730 square feet. And these are going to be the homes right here. And they have them over here in the 55 plus section in the low 2 millions. Over here, you could see the Estate Collection. And something pretty cool about the estates are, you could see they have sort of little cul-de-sacs right here, okay? The rest of the communities have streets just going through, but the largest homes right over here, they have cul-de-sacs, which is really nice, and no information is available now on these currently at the time of this video. So if you're interested in a condominium, that's going to be in the future. I'm guessing probably later in 2024. And by the way, I'm helping people every day buy homes in Cotino. So please reach out to me down below. I already have, probably around 20 appointments set up at the sales office in the next few months. So, I'm your expert, and if you got to get me on your side to help you make the best decision, okay? And just to let you know, the buyer's not going to pay commission. Disney has said they're going to pay the commission for me to work for you, okay? So please reach out to me below. Now let me tell you the most secret and the most important part of getting a home in phase 1. If you don't hear anything else in this video, the most important thing you need to know if you want a home in 2024, or at least in the earlier part of 2024, in the first phase, is getting a pre-sales appointment. Let me sort of explain to you how this process works. By the way, what I could be saying is completely wrong, or it could change by the time you're watching, but as of now, this is generally the process, okay? Step 1, participate in a pre-sales appointment between November 18, 2023 to January 9, 2024. By the way, the most exciting thing that Disney is doing, it doesn't matter if you have your appointment this Saturday. That's when the first appointments start. I'm going to be there with a client of mine. Can't wait to see you in person. So can't wait for them to see it as well. So November 18 is the first day. Well, my client, for example, looking on November 18, or say I have a client looking January 1st, it really doesn't matter when you have your pre-sales appointment. All that matters is that you have one, and I'll explain why in a little bit, okay? So that's the first step, because there's only going to be 300 or so homes, and I'm not going to tell you the number, but it's because I don't know how much I could disclose here, but it's a very low number of pre-sale appointments available. Like, not everyone's going to be able to get one, so that's why, one, I have contacts, so if you want one, I'll do my best to get you one. Reach out to me down below, because you're probably going to need boots on the ground here to get you one. This isn't just hype. I'm serious, okay? A lot of times you call the sales office, the voicemail's full. I mean, they're getting inundated right now. Now, step 2, submit documentation for builder pre-qualification requirements. So then everybody who had a pre-sales appointment then submits basic pre-qual documents, probably proof of funds if you're paying cash. You have to probably be pre-approved. Disney might have their own lender that most likely you'll either have to be pre-approved with, or at least like they'll cross-qualify you with your lender and then Disney's lender, but we don't know anything about incentives or anything. But let's just say pre-approval documents, we'll get those in, okay, by January 16. Then after that, you move on to Disney's priority list. So what they said as of now is once you're on the priority list, okay, then there's a few other things that have to happen, but how they're going to release the homes is this. One thing I love about Disney from my experience being at that sales studio is the transparency for the buyers, for the agents, for the whole process. For buyers, when you move from pre-sale process to then being on that priority list, okay, then there's a few other things. They're going to release a date and time that a third party is going to handle this date. And they called it like the Taylor Swift method for tickets, where everyone just clicks and like whoever gets a ticket gets a ticket. And then you get a number assigned to you, where then later phases or later things that are released, you'll be higher up in the queue. But long story short, I would say don't even worry about the second or third step now. You need to get a pre-sales appointment. The clock is ticking, and Disney's not paying me to say this, but they will be paying me commission on the homes I'm selling there. Yeah, baby. So that's pretty much it. My contact information is down below. I'd love to help you. Playlist right here to learn everything about Cotino. Make sure you hit that. Also subscribe. Maybe I'll see you at the sales office.